Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got a game from Mobility Gaming. I'm doing a couple of their games for them, and well, today's game is the ZVZ. It's between TeKniQ and GuitarMilk. So GuitarMilk is the red Zerg in the top position, top right, and TeKniQ is the blue Zerg in the lower left. And as I said, it's a ZVZ. It's on the official GSL Daybreak, so there is this supply depot here. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as the ladder version of the map. So nothing too exciting going on there. As you can see down here, this is Mobility Gaming. Check them out. They've got a new StarCraft team up. And they're aiming to be pretty damn good, so definitely worth having a look at those guys. Obviously you know who I am. I'm SC2 England. My Twitter and stuff is down here. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Maddles91, so definitely check that out as well. What can we be expecting here? Well, it's a ZVZ, so really the two main options is going for either a pull first or hatch first. On this map, I reckon we'll probably see a hatch first from both players, purely because the rush distance is quite long, and also you can get away with it as long as your opponent doesn't go for some kind of super early pull or an all-in. There's nothing wrong with going for that hatch first build, but we will know shortly. Neither player's gone for a super early pull or anything like that, so no cheese is incoming as of yet. We will see here TeKniQ is blocking this. Actually, we will see GuitarMilk has gone for that pull first. It was a pull of 15, so it was a 15 pull, and it's going to be against the 15 hatch out of TeKniQ. TeKniQ's got the minerals up there ready to go for that 15 hatch, so that is pretty much standard. It's going to be a 15 hatch versus a 15 pull. GuitarMilk will probably try and take his own expansion relatively quickly, otherwise it would be some crazy one base all-in, which obviously is possible, but a bit more unlikely. TeKniQ, he's gone for this hatch gas pull. Basically the reason you get this extractor for the pull is just it means you can start speed as soon as your pull finishes, which is advantageous in some ways, especially in ZVZ. It's very useful. We will see TeKniQ blocking this hatch though from GuitarMilk, and that's really irritating. Having it blocked at all is just delaying it, and even if it only does delay for a few seconds, it's enough to really have an impact on GuitarMilk's income and economy going into the mid game. And I mean, already you will see kind of delayed it by about 20 seconds, which is quite substantial. We'll see two Zerglings coming out for GuitarMilk, and TeKniQ, well, he's got his pull on the way and it's just droning. Now the other advantage of going pull first, obviously, is while you might think getting the hatch up first is better economically, you get a queen out quicker this way, and obviously the queen with the inject, it just gives you more drones, so income wise it levels out pretty damn nicely. These two Zerglings are going to wander out through the field, and be interesting to see where they go. I imagine they'll probably not be too worried. They'll probably go for this watchtower. The back one not too so much, because well, the overlord spread is pretty damn good. Always a good move to get like fantastic overlord spread. Focus on doing that if you are a Zerg player, because ultimately it's your early warning system, and if you're droning you can then start producing units to basically be ready to deal with it. You will see a spine come out here from GuitarMilk up in the main base, so clearly just a bit concerned about what could be coming, but these two Zerglings obviously will see that this base is down. The drones are getting microed around a bit. If they got a surround on those two Zerglings, they'd be absolutely fine, but 6 Zerglings now out for TeKniQ, and those two scouting Zerglings are going to be 8 Zerglings out actually now for TeKniQ, so that's quite a commitment to Zerglings at this stage in the game. So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to do some damage with those, which is ultimately what he has to do, because if he doesn't do some damage he's going to have like big problems, because well, that's 4 drones, sorry, 4 drones which haven't been made. Instead there's those 8 Zerglings, so to actually take a look at the worker count, it's 23-20 actually in GuitarMilk's favour. TeKniQ has gone for that spine. The spine for GuitarMilk is on its way down to the low ground. That's a fairly standard play. This spine is just really to help defend against banelings, which obviously can make you really sad face. One good baneling here can literally wreck your game. So that is why that is going down that way. TeKniQ going for a very early road one. Going to try and snipe off that queen, and if he does get that, that would be big, but there's just more units here for GuitarMilk here. So having said that, he does get the queen down though, and that is a big loss, because obviously that's less injects going down right there. And Sugarmill for some reason was attacking his own hatchery, but now will clear up everything else. There is a third queen though down, so that puts him back at 2. No sign of a Roach one out for GuitarMilk yet. Obviously you do need that. He is getting up a 2nd, 3rd and 4th gas though. That's compared to the 1 gas of TeKniQ. So while TeKniQ is going to have that roach one out and finished now, he's not going to be able to use it off one gas very effectively. But obviously this roach one also doing a nice little bit of Sim City makes this a much smaller area. The queens can do that off. Someone's pinging up to the top, I'm not quite sure. There's nothing here, but it is there, just there's obviously observers in this game or something. So we will see GuitarMilk just going around checking for this third base, because obviously if your opponent has gone for a third base, you can afford to as well. That's fine, doing a great job with just TeKniQ and scouts. The roach one obviously very near the front, so SugarMilk knows exactly what's going on. A second spine being added. That's really just because, well, hell, if there's roaches on the field, I need to be able to defend against the big roach push. And now a third spine coming down as well, so clearly we will see here that SugarMilk is slightly concerned that a big push is coming down. More spines being added. This is a lot of spine crawlers. Now the layer's also coming out, so I'm really thinking that, well, SugarMilk's cancelled them now, but my only thought was that if he's going for that many spines, it'd be a 2-base muter play, because that's really the only reason you get that many spines, is if you were neglecting your own ground army just to get muters up super quick. But TeKniQ will now see with this Overlord that GuitarMilk has taken his own third base, and that's a big tell. It just means that, well, I can take my own third base. I'm not going to have too much of a big push coming in anytime soon. We'll also see GuitarMilk is getting up his own rotor on an Evo chamber, +1 missile attack, well ahead there for TeKniQ. Even if GuitarMilk starts as soon as his Evo finishes, it's, well, about 20-ish seconds behind, so that could be a nice little timing frame for TeKniQ to go for. This is quite a large actual Zergling run by, and it's clearly going to go down for this third base of TeKniQ, and with this many roaches, that many Zerglings could actually be quite useful. Burrow on the way out for GuitarMilk as well. He's getting that infestation pit as well. Now those Zerglings against 5 roaches wouldn't do too bad, but actually this is a lovely decision, apart from the fact there is more roaches in the main. So really all GuitarMilk was trying to do then was, well, if the roaches are down here, I'll just run past. And second Evo chamber coming out for TeKniQ, so going to have double upgrades. He's GuitarMilk has got his infestation, but no pathogen glands yet. Getting roach speed out, so clearly going, there goes pathogen glands as well. So clearly going for some kind of roach infester play. With Burrow as well, I quite like. Down to TeKniQ side, he's getting Roach Hydra. That is his build of choice. He's also getting up that second Evo, so mass upgrades with the Roach Hydra ball, which for a while will be quite good, and then Infestors, they start becoming insanely good against Roach Hydra, just because of the fungal growth damage. Now we will see 4 Infestors are on the way out. These rocks being cleared out purely because you don't want to fight in a choke of Zerg. You want to have kind of a nice big arc open space to be able to use that, especially if Infestors are out, because fungal growth would just wreck bunched up roaches. Absolutely wreck them. A quick Zergling run by here is not going to be able to do much, because, well, TeKniQ is doing a great job of keeping his roaches back until I say that, and then of course he just pulls them all completely wrong and some drones die. And really this is sort of a, as the price, every drone helps, and this is a really frustrating burrow, because now TeKniQ knows there are Zerglings there, but he can't really deal with them too easily because he hasn't got detection on the field. It looks like a roach push is actually coming down for TeKniQ here. +1 missile attack is finished for him, and +1 ground carapace is on the way. There's quite a few infestors there, and the fungal growth do go down, although if any infestors are picked up at this stage, that'd be a big win for TeKniQ. But it looks like he's not going to be that lucky. A burrow with those infestors there as well, and everything gets cleaned up really easily. Take a look at the loss tab. Well, GuitarMilk is definitely trading more cost effectively at the moment, especially TeKniQ rallying really badly here into a big kind of wall of roaches where obviously GuitarMilk loses nothing. The Hydra range upgrade coming in, +2 missile attack on the way for GuitarMilk. Surprised, there goes +2 missile attack for TeKniQ. I was literally just about to say, surprised he's not getting those double upgrades since he has got the double Evo. More spine crawlers are basically coming out around the third base for TeKniQ. 2 for GuitarMilk at the third base, and that's just good. It keeps you safe from any super quick rushes. A Hydra then on the way out for GuitarMilk. Why do I keep saying SugarMilk? GuitarMilk as well. So it's going to be Roach Hydra Infestor. Those Infestors for GuitarMilk are going to make such a huge difference. And, well, TeKniQ is looking to be in a bit of trouble now. He's behind by about 10 supply. If we look at the worker count, 64 to 77. So TeKniQ even ahead in the workers, which means army supply-wise he's a mile behind. And this is actually a very scary looking push, and could actually do an awful lot. Could definitely pick off that spine, and if he picks off the third hatchery with a bit of focus like that, with big TeKniQ only just reacting now, and the queen already goes down. That many roaches is going to vaporize out a hatchery, but No, GuitarMilk doesn't want to lose all of his army, and there's a massive fungal growth there on so many units. Better arc for GuitarMilk is there. The drones are being called into this engagement as well, and this could be all over. TeKniQ's got to do a lot here in order to hold this, and he is actually doing a great job. The Hydra's extra damage is massive. And really that's what it comes down to, is those Hydras have such 6 DPS, and it looks like TeKniQ is going to hold this for the moment, but he has just lost so much. A massive volley of infested Terrans come out here, and really I think a lot of drones were killed there as well. Take a quick look, 23 drones killed by GuitarMilk. So yes, TeKniQ held it temporarily, but my big concern is that, well, GuitarMilk has got such a better economy now, 63 to 59. Which really says it all, and he's got a bigger army, he's 30 supply ahead, everything's really in GuitarMilk's favour. He's getting out that hive as well now, so tier 3 will be on its way shortly, and just look at this mass stream in of Roach Hydra. It's actually mainly Hydralisk coming in here for GuitarMilk. That's not a bad choice with the infestors to prevent the roaches getting us around. Well, Hydra's outrange roaches and can just do lots. And 2 overlords are going to get picked off here for TeKniQ, which won't supply Buckram or anything, but it will be irritating. The infestors are there as well. And, well, there's not actually that much in terms of TeKniQ's army. He's about 50 supply, well, yeah, 50 supply behind now. And that is absolutely massive. The third base for GuitarMilk is happily up and running. Meanwhile, this is looking very low. Which really says it all. Some changings coming out here for TeKniQ. I like that play. It just means that you get to see everything that's going on and when that push is coming. And here we go. We will see GuitarMilk moving in. He's nearly maxed out. And, well, this is going to shred his army, especially if the infested keep able to fund growth. But it looks like infested Terrans are going to be favoured. And they just really soak up a lot of damage, which means those Hydras are able to go down. More drones being called, and, well, that is not looking happy at all for TeKniQ. And there is the GG, and the game goes into GuitarMilk. So, thank you very much for watching that game. I hope you did enjoy it. Yeah, please check out, firstly, Mobility Gaming, because they're awesome. Also, if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, which is at SC2_England. And lastly, subscribe to my YouTube, which is youtube.com/Madals91, which is MADALS91. Tune in again, and bye for now.